You know, if I was picking a rugby league team, I'd pick Wally and pick 12 other players. Wally could think about where the game was going and where he needed to be. You know, some people can't think about what they need to do.
A little smart ass, probably.
Wally was a natural, but he read the game extremely well, extremely well. Yeah. What he had was he had strength, but he had the physique to be the power play guy or the finesse guy, He's as good as you get,
He'd always create something out of nothing, I think it was in the semi-final in 1980, it was a real tight game, and Wally did a double kick, he chip kicked, regathered, grubber kicked. Wally Lewis, he is the king of the game, and he is the best player I've ever seen.
I remember Jack Reardon wrote an article about Wally and said this bloke's going to be the next really big thing. And but that game, that '78 grand final, that was the one where I thought, I think Jack's right here, And then he just went on and on from there.
I remember talking to Jack about some of the, the wonderful 5/8s that he'd seen, right through all of the eras. John, all of those players we've spoken about, great players. He said, but let me tell you, and this was when Wally was still playing, none of those players were as good as Wally Lewis. He is the best player I've ever seen. And I thought, here's someone who's seen every player in rugby league since the game started, vice-captain of the Kangaroos, leading rugby league writer, he's written about so many, and then an Australian selector. He's seen them all, and as far as credentials for summing up the qualities of a player, no one could beat him. And Jack just said straight out, he is the best player I've ever seen. I thought, if it's good enough for Jack Reardon, it's good enough for me.